ट्वेल्थ के बाद या ग्रेजुएशन के बाद जो भी ट्रेंड चल रहा है बाहर जाने का, इंडिया से बाहर जाके पढ़ाई करने का, तो ये क्या अवेयरनेस नहीं है कि इन सब अपॉर्चुनिटीज की इंडिया में? या
See, to my mind, I feel that, I personally feel mostly awareness की problem है. Secondly, children, I find, when I talk to people, they all want to run away. They all want to go. SRT, there are 60 situations given to you within 30 minutes. Time is at premium.
this was
That needs technique. Knowledge चाहिए ना? How do you find out that? By reading his thoughts. Everybody knows about India National Defence Academy.
yes.
And the best part is now girls have started joining from last 1 year onwards, 1.5 years. Say,
NDA.
This is a very important historical change happened with the Nari Shakti, with the government has brought it. It's a wonderful thing happened. Now, I will like to contribute this point. The first batch of girls which started in India, there was 19 girls. Out of these 19 girls, All India merit number 1, Olive Green's trained girl.
Great.
Shannon Dhaka, AR1. AR7, All India merit, Olive Greens. AR11, Olive Greens. I think it is more than 6 or 7 of them, Olive Greens.
That's a great contribution.
Yes. This is the first batch. After that, this batch which is going right now, 152 or 53. We already have more than 35 cleared candidates. Out of the 35 cleared candidates, 10 are girls. Abhi और भी जाना है. Within this last 1 month, I am telling. Only for the NDA entry. बाकी कई entry में हमारे बच्चे हैं. But 35 already cleared in the last 1 month for going to NDA. So, when NDA में जाएंगे बच्चे, इसमें we got a major chunk, Olive Greens.
Olive Greens, नाम ही इतना appropriate है.
God is in it. So it's a very, why the name is come. Olive Greens is a color of the uniform.
Yes, exactly.
Not only that, there is one more thing. Olive Greens is the first, award, or rather, the throne or the crown, which is Julius Caesar was wearing, olive green crown, and which was the crown given to the first Olympiad for the first medal.
Okay.
So it is a symbol of success.
I was not knowing about this.
There is also a reason.
Okay.
You got it? And nature connecting also, of course. So it's a symbol of success. Okay. So coming here, what I'm saying is, first entry is the NDA. Girls also now joined. And girls are coming in a very big way. पहले girls के लिए entry नहीं थे. Now girls are coming in a big way. That's one of the very good thing.
Infantry छोड़ के बाकी जगह जाते होंगे. ये infantry में भी है.
नहीं, infantry में नहीं है. Infantry में नहीं है. Girls are only coming in non-combat roles.
Non-combat roles.
Combat roles में combat arms पे नहीं आएगा. Infantry, mechanized infantry, armored, no girls right now. Even artillery maybe they are started taking because they're all supporting arms. Like Army Air Defense, supporting arm. There girls are there. And service arms mostly. Because girls are very good in precision work.
Yes.
So missiles को चलाना है, drones को चलाना है, drone pilots हैं. These are all very precision jobs. And girls are very good for that. And more committed than boys, let me tell you this. Their focus is much better.
Even we feel that in our office.
Yes, when they want to do something, nobody can stop them.
Yes.
But they don't want to do, they will not do it.
That is another part.
So, this is one entry scheme. Second entry scheme is, immediately, that's only for the boys right now.
Okay.
When they finish their plus 2, and if they have in plus 2, especially PCM only, it's not for other medical. Non-medical ही होना चाहिए, PCM होना चाहिए. In this, when they have to get marks, at least 85% मिलना चाहिए. Though entry starts from 80% onwards, but 80-85 will be cut off. Now, they don't have to write the entrance examination. They can straight away go for SSB. This is called technical entry scheme.
Technical entry
scheme. Okay. In this technical entry scheme, they can directly go for the SSB without writing the entrance examination like NDA. NDA वालों के entrance examination बीच में obstacle है ना, ये obstacle पार कर दिया. Now NDA के लिए the age limit is 18 years. Because before 19 they should be in the academy. National Defence Academy में पहुंचना चाहते हो. तो 1 year तक process चलते रहता है. entry process. But for technical entry scheme, the age is slightly at 19 years तक दिया हुआ है.
अच्छा, इसमें 1 साल एक्स्ट्रा.
हाँ, क्योंकि they have already cleared the, because they don't have to write the entrance exam ना. So this entry is basically for technical entry scheme है, which means once they get selected in the SSB, they will go to only technical arms like engineers, EME, signals, ऐसे में जाएंगे वो. Mostly engineers.
मतलब वो इंजीनियरिंग की जो पढ़ाई है वो
आर्मी
कराएगी.
Yes, army will do their engineering degrees. Very good scheme.
That's a very
बहुत बढ़िया scheme है.
वो तो
their officership is the commission is confirmed, no?
Yes.
And engineering भी बन रहा है. It's a very good scheme. Okay. So this is also, a lot of people don't know these schemes.
नहीं पता सर.
नहीं पता है. This is a very good scheme. NDA सबको पता है थोड़ा बहुत. But ये technical entry scheme, lot of people don't know.
जब हम लोग SSB के लिए गए थे तो जब हो गया क्लियर, हम मेडिकल्स के लिए वेट करते थे, तो वो टेक्निकल एंट्री स्कीम के लिए दे यूज्ड टू बी अ लॉट मेनी स्टूडेंट्स. हम देखते थे यार ये बहुत बच्चे लग रहे हैं, छोटे लग रहे हैं. एंड वी यूज्ड टू आस्क देम, पूछते थे. तो वी वर नॉट अवेयर देन. तब तक पता ही नहीं था कि ये भी कोई स्कीम होती है, क्योंकि बीइंग एन इंजीनियर, तो मैं सोचता था यार, जब मैंने इंजीनियरिंग की जब एंट्रेंस एग्जाम दिए थे, मुझे इस बारे में पता ही नहीं था.
तो उसमें जाना था. पंगा नहीं रहा.
एग्जैक्टली.
अच्छा, नाउ वी जंप टू द नेक्स्ट स्कीम, दैट इज ग्रेजुएशन लेवल.
जी.
उसमें कुछ लिवरेज को टाइम भी ज्यादा दिया गया. सो ग्रेजुएशन स्कीम पे मोस्ट प्रोमिनेंट CDS, कंबाइंड डिफेंस सर्विस एग्जाम्स,
जी,
which is for IMA, that is for permanent entry, permanent commission, and for short service commission. Okay. Short service commission वाले लोग जाएंगे OTA में, Officers Training Academy जाएंगे.
That's in Chennai.
That in Chennai.
Okay.
Now girls and boys are equally going there. पहले girls को थोड़ा सा कम था, अभी girls का भी काफी vacancy बढ़ गया. And they go. And initially girls were only going for short service commission. Now with the things are happening, they are also getting permanent commission after their small tenure, short tenure.
Even girls are
also getting permanent commission.
Opportunity बहुत बढ़ चुकी है.
बहुत बढ़ा दिया, अच्छा हो गया. मतलब they are giving equal gender equality is being considered very well.
Okay.
Yes. So this is one scheme. Now there is one more scheme very interesting which a lot of people don't know, is NCC entry scheme.
NCC.
So if you are a graduate,
okay,
and you have to be a NCC C certificate holder, but with minimum B grade.
Okay.
A and B grade वालों के लिए qualification है. C grade मिल गया तो नहीं है. So NCC C certificate with minimum B grade, they are eligible to go to SSB without writing entrance examination. But again it is short service commission.
अच्छा, वो बस आप डायरेक्टली SSB के लिए जा सकते हैं.
बट शॉर्ट सर्विस कमीशन जाएंगे
10 साल के लिए.
बट 10 साल में आगे भी जाएंगे ना, जरूरी नहीं है कि उधर को आना है. काफी बंदा परमानेंट कमीशन मिला हुआ है, मेरे को मिला है.
वो मेरिट पे मिलता है.
मेरिट में ही मिलता है. योर परफॉर्मेंस, योर ACR, योर एनुअल कॉन्फिडेंस रिपोर्ट गिवन बाय द कमांडिंग ऑफिसर, एंड योर परफॉर्मेंस दैट इज बीइंग टेकन कंट्रोल. अभी परफॉर्मेंस नहीं है तो फिर
तो इन एनी फील्ड इट इज द सेम थिंग.
इट इज बैड थिंग ना. बट परमानेंट कमीशन वालों को तो फिर चलते रहेगा वो.
जी
20 इयर्स तक तो जाएंगे ना.
20 साल
20 इयर्स में तो पेंशनेबल सर्विस हो गया.
हाँ,
दैट इज अ ब्यूटी.
सही बात कह रहे हैं आप.
है ना. 20 इयर्स के बाद में इफ दे वांट दे कैन गो, दे कैन पुट अप देयर पेपर्स. बट आजकल छोड़ता भी इतना इजी नहीं है. बट दे गेट द कंप्लीट टेन्योर देन ना. दे गेट अप टू पेंशनेबल एज. सुपर एन्युटी तक चलते रहेंगे. Okay. So this is NCC entry. Very good entry. Then there is another entry for the engineering graduates, which you have been mentioning. This is called Technical Graduate Entry Scheme, TGS. इसमें all the graduates can go to army without writing examination, provided their marks are very good. 70 plus.
मुझे और मेरे दोस्तों को शायद ये भी नहीं पता था.
पता नहीं होगा. This is also very good entry scheme. क्योंकि एग्जामिनेशन नहीं है. You can straight away go, clear SSB and go to the respective arms. And एक और उसमें जुगाड़ बढ़िया है. You know what? They get seniority of 2 years also. So within others take 3 years to become captain. You become captain in 1 year. और मजा है. So a lot of people don't know these schemes. Now, but for the Air Force entry, you have to write an FCAT करके एक पेपर लिखना पड़ेगा आपको. Even engineers also need to write it.
And that is after your graduation.
Graduation. Otherwise NDA स्कीम तो है ही है. तो NDA जाओ उसके बाद में FCAT में आना. But FCAT तो but Air Force doesn't allow you to go without exams. Only Army will allow, because Army में vacancy ज़्यादा है. You know, Air Force में आपको जाना है, इंजीनियर हो तभी भी आपको FCAT एग्जाम लिखना पड़ेगा. Like other science graduates.
Okay.
So, but this entry scheme opens up when you are in the last semester of your graduation. तो ग्रेजुएशन पूरा करने की जरूरत नहीं है, so that you save 1 year at least there. Okay. So this is another entry scheme. Now इसके बाद में भी कई entry schemes हैं. Like for example, you have a territorial army which you are known. That is still 41 years. But vacancies come hai. Earlier it was not open to girls. Now they are open to women also, ladies also. But vacancy again limited.
So this is where I got exposed to, and
so territorial army is also a lot of people don't know about that also. 41 years तक तो बहुत टाइम है जिंदगी में.
ये मुझे नहीं पता था. Randomly my mother, she got to know about this, and फॉर्म ले आए. My wife and my mother, उन्होंने फॉर्म भरा और दे आए. मुझे कुछ नहीं पता था. I went for the written examination. एक वो दिया, फिर एक PIB होता था. Went through PIB. I was just enjoying the process. जब SSB बैंगलोर में गया तो मुझे पता इसलिए था कि कैसा SSB प्रोसेस होता है, बिकॉज आपके इंस्टीट्यूट पे मैंने ट्रेनिंग ली थी. But for me, I just wanted to enjoy the process.
That is why you got selected. No, you didn't have any stress.
Yes, I didn't have any stress. I'll be very honest. I didn't have.
You were stress free. That is the one of the reasons of you being chosen.
This is what I felt.
And one of the reasons, of course, आपको quality तो है ही है.
जी. So again, जैसे आपने TA का बताया, TA का भी लोगों को अब पता चलना शुरू हुआ.
अब पता चलना शुरू हो गया. उसको भी रिटन एग्जामिनेशन पास होना है ना.
जी.
उसको भी करना है.
बट लोगों को ये नहीं पता कि TA एंट्री इन्फेंट्री में ही.
अभी मोस्टली इन्फेंट्री है.
मोस्टली हाँ.
But then it can expand also as time goes by, no. So this is another entry scheme.
जी.
Then there are certain entry schemes within the service also. Like for an army personnel as a Jawan, he comes in and he clears an entrance examination called ACC. This is an internal examination. ACC exam. This is equivalent to NDA.
जी.
Then he comes for SSB again, and he becomes an officer through internal channel.
Okay.
That is also an entry for the Jawans. Then Jawans के लिए और भी entry है. When they become an हवलदार rank, थोड़ा सा और rank बढ़ेगा, there is something called PC commission, SL commission, PCS commission. So SL commission is also a commission which is basically for certain appointments of quartermaster, technical officer, ऐसे करके कुछ posts बनाए हुए हैं. उसके लिए एक अलग commission भी है. So there are different levels of commissions. Opportunities बहुत है. Especially engineers के लिए, a lot of people don't know the engineer scheme, तो पता ही नहीं लोगों को कुछ.
बहुत engineers निकलते हैं.
And army, as you know, armed force is one of the it's the biggest employer in India today.
Yes.
Especially for a class 1 gazetted officer job, कहाँ से मिलेगा आपको? You are equivalent to IAS, IPS.
Yes.
In pay and perks and your status. IAS के लिए तो दुनिया भर की पढ़ना पड़ती है. 10 साल ग्रेजुएशन के बाद में पढ़ते हैं लोग. फिर भी कोई भरोसा नहीं है. Here your quality only need to be improved. You have to go processingly. You have to improve your personality. Yes. And if you are focused, if you have a passion to serve the motherland, and that nationalism is visible, you will be selected.
If we talk about the pays, आजकल after the latest pay commission, उसके बाद से कितनी टेंटेटिव पे होगी एक एंट्री लेवल लेफ्टिनेंट?
बहुत जबरदस्त हो गया पे. गुड पे हो गया. इनफैक्ट इनकम टैक्स काटने के बाद में भी यू गेट अराउंड 70,000 rupees in bank. This is after the income tax,
and that's just for the lieutenant.
This is for lieutenant. And you go to field area, you get field allowance, another 30,000-40,000 rupees. Then perks worth another 70,000 rupees. Perks.
Wow.
Many perks.
जैसे
Your furnished house is for you, which is you give 200 rupees, 300 rupees.
यस
Then you have your vehicle, you have your orderly with you. Of course, orderly is not a privilege; it's a buddy. It's not that. But then you have a buddy with you. You see, then you're flying everywhere. You got 2 months of annual leave with full pay. कहाँ मिलेगा? 2 months घर में बैठो, अपना काम करो, full pay. That is also a very big perk.
That's a huge perk.
Huge perk. Then all the other things, canteen facilities, medical facilities, your travel facilities, your parents are covered in your CSD. Your parents are covered in your medicals.
Okay.
Look at the facilities here. And even your daughter is covered. Generally, boys are covered till 25 years. And the children should be unemployed. But if your daughter is unmarried or a widow also, she can get even the family pension after the father dies. Look at this.
I think
Otherwise, family pension wife को मिलता है.
ये चीज लोगों को नहीं पता है.
Family pension wife को मिलता है.
हाँ जी.
लेकिन if your daughter is unmarried, which you can prove, that girl also will get your family pension when you are no more, when you expire.
Facilities तो बहुत मिलती हैं फौज में. जैसे 12th के बाद या ग्रेजुएशन के बाद जो भी ट्रेंड चल रहा है बाहर जाने का, इंडिया से बाहर जाके पढ़ाई करने का, तो ये क्या अवेयरनेस नहीं है कि इन सब अपॉर्चुनिटीज की इंडिया में? या
see, to my mind, I feel that I personally feel firstly awareness की problem है. Secondly, children, I find when I talk to people, they all want to run away. They all want to go. सबको बाहर जाना है. Did I tell you a seminar में मैंने पूछा?
हाँ जी.
Everybody wants to go. सबको बाहर जाना है. क्यों जाना है? एक तो पेरेंट्स के साथ रहना नहीं है. Then they say it's like a bank on the other side is green. तो everybody is going, I will also go. वो ट्रेंड है. Secondly, awareness का कमी है. Thirdly, the basic foundation is missing. So बाहर जाकर कुछ भी करने के लिए तैयार है लोग. कुछ भी कर लो, पैसा बनाना है, कैसे भी पैसा बनाना टाइप.
अगर यहाँ पे ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटीज अगर उनमें हो तो they can lead a very good life.
They can lead because see, I told you there is a huge shortage of armed force officers. Shortage चल रही इतनी बुरी तरह, and we are not able to fill it up. This is one major concern we must look into. So that's a problem.
एक चीज जिसके बारे में थोड़ी सी मेरी डिस्कशन अभी रह गई, और ये मुझे लगता है कि जिन्हें नहीं पता उन्हें जानना बहुत जरूरी है कि SSB का जो 5 दिन का प्रोसेस होता है वो एग्जैक्टली स्टेप बाय स्टेप कैसे चलता है, वो इफ यू कैन एक्सप्लेन.
Okay, I'll just give you briefly about this. In that also one very interesting thing which I told you before. Now I'll tell you, this is a tail piece. The process of SSB is a 3-pronged selection process. All the 3 assessors are looking at your personality, all 15 qualities. They are looking through different angles and using different techniques. And that's why it's called a prismatic approach to your personality. 3-dimensional look into your personality. Okay. Now you ask me, ये 3-dimensional approach कहाँ से आया? The whole concept, the beauty is, it is rooted to Mahabharata again. Okay. And precisely Bhagavad Gita. It's a very interesting thing.
Okay.
And the whole world is doing this now. Not only India, Americans are also doing the same process. The English army is doing the same process. But the root of this whole technique or the concept is come up, spiritual concept. So I'll just explain 1 minute. In the Bhagavad Gita, how Bhagavad Gita started when Arjun lost his moral courage to fight. He found his all gurus on the Kaurava side, from the Pandava side. Shalya, Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, Kritavarma, bada acharya सामने खड़ा है. They said, I don't want to fight my gurus. मेरे को राज नहीं चाहिए. माफ करो, छोड़ दिया सब कुछ, अपना धनुष छोड़ दिया, खांडीव धनुष छोड़ दिया. Krishna already knew this is going to happen. Forethought. Trigalak Jnani. He starts the Bhagavad Gita as a Saropadesh to the Arjun. You have to fight this war because ये तुम्हारा मेरा फाइट नहीं है, दिस इज धर्म अगेंस्ट अधर्म, यू आर ऑल नेम्स और नो नेम्स, ये होना ही है. सो द होल अंतसत्ता वही हो रहा है. So at one point of time in this Upanishad, this Saropadesh mein, Arjun is asking Krishna, my Lord, how do I recognize human nature? I'm not able to understand who is a fraud, who is a genuine person, because everybody behaves the same. So how do I recognize another person's personality? So Krishna says, it is very simple. You have to firstly learn the art of observation. And what you observe? Manasa Vacha Karmana. Now you see this? Manasa Vacha Karmana. Now what is Manasa? Look into his mind, what he thinks. That needs technique. Knowledge chahiye na? How do you find out that? By reading his thoughts. तो SSB में साइकोलॉजिस्ट क्या करता है? We make you think in many different tasks and occasions, and we take it out from your mind by making you write it. कोई टेलीपैथी तो नहीं कर सकता ना? We make you write down your thoughts, and I learn you. You find your personality, all these 15 qualities. So मनस्य के ऊपर जा रहे हैं हम लोग. मनसा. Vacha, the second one. What is Vacha? The speech.
Communication.
Interviewing officer क्या करता है? You remember? He speaks to you. Yes. Or rather, he encourages you to speak.
Yes.
You speak less, but you will speak more. That's a technique. So by speaking, you are revealing your personality and character.
Yes, that's true.
You bluff, I'll catch you.
Yes.
I'm looking how logical you are when you speak. Got it? वो logic में आ गया ना? Third thing is karmana. Now, what is karmana? Karmana is your action, your activity, karma. Your behavior, karma. Now, who is doing in the SSB? GTO, Group Testing Officer.
Yes.
आप देखो, ये तीनों specialist looking into manasa, vacha, karmana and connecting the outlook.
Wow.
And seeing your holistic personality. You got it? So, this is from the words of Lord Krishna. The whole system has developed. That's the beauty of the whole thing. Now, what are we doing in these 5 days? First day, we are having a screening test. Now, screening is basically a peripheral look of your personality. We don't go deep into your personality. We're giving a peripheral look. So, all the candidates who are coming, we don't want to take everybody into the second stage because इतना हमारे पास time नहीं है. So, this is the first shoving, you know.
तो किस बेसिस पे वो फिल्टरिंग होती है?
हाँ, फिल्टरिंग पे वी आर यूजिंग 2 things in the screening test में. One is a reasoning ability test. Second is called PPDT, picture perception and description test.
Yes.
You must be remembering it. Now, reasoning ability is just to see their reasoning ability, which I told logic है कि नहीं दिमाग में.
जी.
तो उसको भी 60% अगर आप सही है तो you are on.
जी.
You are in. 60% मिनिमम चाहिए उसके लिए. That is we call it OIR test. Officers Intelligent Rating.
Yes.
इसका नाम वही है.
सब नाम याद आ रहे हैं.
तो easily reasoning ability. Now the next is the most important, which is called maximum weightage, PPDT. उसमें weightage बहुत ज़्यादा है. Now उसमें क्या देखते हैं हम लोग? We will show you a picture on the screen, which is a hazy picture, not a very clear picture, black and white में. Now we'll ask you to observe that picture for 30 seconds and write for 4 minutes a story. Now the story should be connected to the picture, and we would also want you to be one of that characters in that picture, get into the picture and be there as you are, you know, experiencing the scene in that picture, and say what are you doing there, or make a small mini story within the next 4 minutes, which means 10-12 sentences के अंदर, connecting your imagination. Now you understand where imagination coming?
Yes.
अगर imagination दिमाग में नहीं है, so you're not able to write a good story. So by seeing the main character and his activity and his action, what are we seeing? Your own reflection of personality. अगर आपके दिमाग में नेगेटिविटी ज्यादा है तो आप नेगेटिव चीज देखेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मार्केट में एक बंदा भाग रहा है. अब यू आर ए नेगेटिव पर्सन, यू थिंक अबाउट ऑलवेज नेगेटिविटी. यू नो व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू राइट? Rahul is a college student. One day he was going in the bazaar. Suddenly he heard a blast. and people are running.
Yeah.
So there is a bomb blast. Or an electricity spark, there is a fire. Everybody is running. Now, what are you doing? Your mind is going into a disaster.
Yes.
Whereas you can run for so many positive things.
Yes.
You got my point clear?
Exactly.
So this is how I'm going to assess your personality. अब बहुत कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे, but you got the idea.
Yeah, I got the idea. Yes.
Now, when you write this story, everybody should write the story in 4 minutes. After that, we will put them into groups of 15, 16 की groups में बना देते हैं. And in this group, now we all will be sitting as assessors, interviewing officer, psychologist and GTO तीनों बैठेंगे. Peripheral look है, लेकिन we don't get into details that time. Now we will ask you to narrate your own stories. You have to read out or narrate. Everybody will read out, so everybody has heard each other's stories. Now you will discuss all these stories amongst yourself for the next 15 minutes time and come out with a commonly agreed group story.
Yes.
आप देखेंगे बंदे में कितनी ताकत है. अब हम क्या देखते हैं? Firstly, his story should be seen. Story में एक valuation करेंगे. Story में imagination कैसी है? Do you have a childish imagination? Realistic नहीं है. हर जगह में वो डिसास्टर नजर आ रहा है उसको. ये चाइल्डिश कैसे स्टोरी लिख रहे, चंदा मामा स्टाइल स्टोरी लिख रहे. That shows your mental level. So I'm seeing your maturity, your imagination and realism. Realistic. Your story should be realistic.
Sometimes if there are good people in your group, वो story अच्छी बनानी बहुत easy हो जाती है.
So it depends on the group also, but at the same time your narration of the story I'm seeing ना, तो उससे में एक वैल्यूएशन कर लेंगे. हाँ, ये बंदे में इतनी लेवल है.
In fact, we were 2 people together. आगे पीछे ही थे हम. We both got recommended together. और वो आगे पीछे थे और हर जगह हमारा सेम ही चलता था. चेस्ट नंबर भी मुझे याद है. It was 98 स्क्रीनिंग से पहले और 28 बाद में.
That's really nice. इतना तो याद है तुमको. So once we make them narrate the stories, then we are asking to discuss. Now ये discussion में हम लोग क्या देखता है? Firstly, he's tactfully how he's communicating his story. Easy connecting with others to make a group story, or is adamant and dominant.
जी.
The dominant personality है, who is a bully in nature. He will not allow others to speak. He says कि मेरे story को मैं गुजार दूंगा अभी. He's trying to push his story ahead. That's not a good character. So a dominating personality is not wanted by us. So you have to be a democratic leader. Like you must allow others to speak. You also speak. And I'm going to see who is trying to make a common conclusion by looking at the majority of the themes and putting them together in a story. So constructively or creatively, who is pushing the group towards a common conclusion is a leader material. Not the people who are pulling them down.
Yes, exactly.
है ना? So all these things we see, but generally a peripheral look है. इस समय आपकी पूरा politics में हम नहीं जा रहा है. Okay. Now we will ask them finally, okay, you have to select one of them among you who will stand up and give the group story. That's end of it. Now in this process, we have generally seen your personality and mostly I will drop around 70%.
70%, no?
We take generally 30%. Generally, मतलब आगे पीछे होता है as a norm. ठीक है. अब उस 30% goes ahead in the next day. बाकी सब वापस thank you. ठीक है. Now next day is a psychology day. Now I told you na manasa. So psychology day में we will put you through different kind of personality tests, psychological tests, and we'll ask you to write down everything, your thoughts into a paper. Dossier. So we have TAT, WAT, SRT. These are the major tests and one self-analysis of 15 minutes duration. Now TAT is what? TAT is 12 stories together you have to write back to back. Idea is same only, but here the pictures are very clear, not like PPDT. PPDT में hazy था. Here pictures are very clear, their expressions are very clear.
अब सोचने का टाइम नहीं मिलता, वो आपका नेचुरल इंस्टिंक्ट से आता है.
इसलिए टाइम कम दिया गया. 30 seconds देखना, 4 मिनट लिखना. तो now I am going to see, are you a coached candidate or are you genuinely getting into the picture and writing your own personality there? Are you got imagination to write your own story? So you, if you are a coached candidate, you will keep repeating what all we already heard 100, 2000 times, 100 times from outside. आप कोई एकेडमी आपको रट्टा मरवा के भेजे स्टोरीज को, तो वही लिखेंगे ना आप जाके. So you become a copycat. And am I going to select copycat? No.
Yes.
Because you are not giving your personality to me.
Yes.
Last picture is a blank picture. उधर भी एक story लिखना है. So you have to now write a story which is actually connected to your life. Experience से कुछ लिखा. Something you did in your life which you felt very happy. वो लिखो. That is it. Next is WAT. WAT is 60 words. We will give you back to back. No gap in between. One word, 15 seconds. Word will come again. So these words are selected to understand your personality. So the moment you see the word, what is the first thought comes to your mind? You have to write down. अब उसमें आपको हम पकड़ेंगे. Again आप रट्टाबाजी हैं, रट्टा मार के लिखे हुए हैं. You will come to know. You are faking.
पूरी SSB refresh होगी.
है ना? Next is SRT. SRT में there are 60 situations given to you within 30 minutes. Time is at premium.
This was my favorite. Situation reaction
60
test.
situation पे, this is for everybody to understand. One situation के लिए आपका reaction time सिर्फ 30 seconds है, half minute है. तो उसके अंदर you have to write down in this situation what are you going to do. It will give you different varied kind of situations, which are certain social situations, certain stressful situation, certain situation where presence of mind is important. ऐसे ऐसे कई जगह में डाल देंगे. So, giving examples, say, she was sitting in the classroom alone. Suddenly, she noticed a snake coming through the window. She dash. Now, that is a question. Now, you have to write what she had done. Not will do, had done. It can be he also. आपके लिए तो he डालेंगे, girls के लिए she डालेंगे. Now, that's a little stressful situation. Now, I want to see, are you faking your response or are you genuine about this? Somebody says, I will go and take a chair and hit the bloody snake. Overall personality में उस बच्ची को देख लिया, I've seen the girl's personality overall and I know कि ये fake कर रहा है. She will never do this. So, it has to connect your overall personality, you know. But if she says, she went out, closed the door, she slowly went out, closed the door, called the security, got the snake removed. Now you tell me, isn't it more realistic?
Yes.
So she is more matured. She is not panicking.
Not filmy.
फिल्मी नहीं है, पैनिकिंग नहीं है. ये पैनिकी वाला अपनी पैनिक को कवर करने के लिए बोलता है कि हम कुर्सी उठा के मारूंगा या
पीछे से पकड़ लेंगे
डंडा. हाँ, नहीं तो ब्रूसली थोड़ी है कि ऐसे पकड़ के बैक में डालेंगे.
Exactly.
So all these are filmy solutions. We are fantasizing. Now this solution looks mature. Okay. But look at the psychologist, how it's going to see. It's very interesting. Now you have said, okay, you have said you will go out and call the security. You will take 5 minutes to go and call. Within that 5 minutes, some of your colleagues or friends in the classroom, they could come inside.
Yes.
They could have gone and stepped over the snake. Because snake घूम रहा है. उसको तो नहीं पता. And there would have been an accident. The snake would have bitten them. Which shows that for a common person, the solution is very good. But for a leader-like person, the solution is not good.
Yes.
That person, that girl should have thought about her colleagues also. Which she didn't do. That means she panicked.
Yes.
Now you got it? How psychology is viewing this now? So the ideal नहीं बोल सकता है. It would have been appropriate if she says, she went out, locked the door, cautioned or put a person, or she cautioned the friends not to enter the room. One more sentence. Called a security and got it removed.
This is what came to my mind. I'll be very honest.
Now you see? Why it came to your mind? Because you are in the leader material. You thought about the people around you.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you just bolted the door, it's like common sense technically. If you bolted the door and anybody can go inside. There's no alarm or sign of danger mentioned, and you cannot have a signboard of a danger.
This is a more matured answer, which I would appreciate as a psychologist. आपके दिमाग में automatically क्यों आया है? Because you are a clear recommended candidate. तो आपके दिमाग में already ये चीज है. It shows हमदर्दी. It shows your concern for your fellow beings. दूसरे में नहीं था वो.
नेचुरली आना चाहिए.
All the 60, similarly 60 SRTs we are going to see